All right, guys. Let's do it. Right now, we are looking at Euro USD. This is one of the main currency pairs that I trade. So, from what I'm seeing right now, I'm on the 1 day time frame. And if you look down here, we're going all the way back to October, where it's been respecting the level it is currently at, which is 1.17 thousand, just about. It just started dropping now under. But if it does break this support line, it will be more than likely that it will drop all the way down to 1.16 thousand, which is about 900 pips less than where it is at last week. Last signal that I dropped was Euro USD for it to go down to 1.16, but there was definitely a lot of support. It touched down to about 1.16, I want to say 800. So we know at least we'll probably go there, but anything under 1.16800, I would be looking for a sell. On the other end, it's respecting this level. It might also reverse and start to head back up to its high, which was about 1.22, and I was around for that as well too. I was trading at that time as when it was up there, but nonetheless, that was damn near 2 months ago. So um, honestly, I think it's gonna drop before it goes up, and we might see 1.16 thousand before we see 1.18 thousand. So that's the way I'm feeling about it still. Kind of heading off of last week, but we will find out here shortly. Monday is going to be an interesting day. I would recommend placing a buy stop at 1.17 500, and then I would also place a sell stop at around 1.16 700 to catch these pips and make sure that you have a successful trading week. You can place that long term trade for a week, or get out as you see fit to take your profits for the week, or if you see any type of market reversal signals or some exit signals, then go ahead and catch your cut. But those are the two trades that I'm going to place. They're going to be similar to last week. But last week's signal was successful. I think we got in at like I think I said it for the selling signal was at like 1.17. I want to say at like 700 or something like that. So it did start to drop. I think it's gonna go back down and retest at least once, at least, because we got the double bottom right there. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna still go with the sell for right now. If that changes during the week, I will let you guys know. That's what I got for you guys this week. I hope all is well, and we're gonna move on to another pair. So we got that right there. And just for a little bit of education, guys, the support line that I'm talking about is where it's currently at right now. So you see price touched once back in mid-March. Then we got it respecting the level right here again, not really going under, but we got two more touches right here. And so you just want to keep in mind when you're trading and you're looking at the charts that the more times that you see a price touch, the stronger that barrier is becoming. So that's why I also think that we could go in for the buy as well too. But I think the sell to catch maybe a few 300-400 pips. If it doesn't reverse after that, it keeps going down to 116, then we eating good in the neighborhood. But on the back end, if it does reverse around 1.16 4 or 5 and start to go back up, I would not be surprised. Um, Waiting for it to break structure now. Monday is going to be an exciting day for Euro USD to see what happens. There's a lot of political stuff going on. So make sure you keep an eye on the news. A lot of things going on in Afghanistan that can affect what's going on in the economic markets. And yeah, man. So y'all continue to keep an eye out. I'll make sure I get that signal out to you So the signal that I send out will probably be Euro USD. And I'm gonna take a look at Euro, and I'm gonna look at all the Euro pairs for right now to see what we can find. All right. So we are on Euro New Zealand dollar right now. We had a consolidation period for quite some time, kind of in here, and that doesn't look like a lot right now, but this is on the 1 day time frame, so those can be. See how much volume that is. Give me 1 second. So even on these candles, from like here to here, that's 300 pips. You know what I'm saying? So and 300 pips in a day. So right now, it looks like we are on an uptrend, strong uptrend. These past few days. So looks like it's starting to break structure. I've got some price rejection here on the days. So if this one continues to take off, I will go in for a buy. Could be headed all the way back up to at least this level right here. And that would be, let's see how many. The reason I'm saying that is because right here, this was the last time that touched this price with any type of price rejection going up. So, I mean, that's kind of what we have right now. And then also right here, which is where it's at right now. So if we don't break past this, more than likely it's not even going to touch this. So then it might be time for the sell. But you know how people like to exaggerate the market. So as you can see, it went up. People might keep putting some gas on the fire, and it might take off even more, or it might stop out right here. All right. So I will go in for me personally, seeing what it's doing right now. I was back in July, September last year. So shoot, Lord knows. All right. So and these lines right here, these are lines that has been respecting for me trading and noticing certain patterns. But it didn't. This was definitely a support or a resistance line at one point in time. So it might act as a resistance, and that's at 1.70540. So that's like down some ways. So we'll see. It could go back to that. It could go back to that, and have that act as a support line for you guys. So keep an eye out for Euro New Zealand dollar. Euro New Zealand dollar. All right. So I will go in for a buy, honestly. I will wait for it to retest right here. And if it don't break down and then hit this line right here, I will go in for the buy. Look for some type of entry signal around right here and then go in for a buy. That way, at least you have some room for extra pips. That might not be till Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but nonetheless, that's something I would look at during the week to place another trade. Let's look at Euro JPY. All right, Euro JPY been on an uptrend anyway these past like 2 weeks, but it don't ever jump. It kind of has consistent conservative growth from what I've been seeing, which is good. Something we can depend on. And right now, I mean, if we look right here, we got a whole nother line that is respecting, price point that is respecting. I'll put it right here. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna put it right here. We got a few more touches in there for price. So that's where it's at right now. So it's really interesting what's going on right now on the Euro pairs because they're all at certain levels right now, and depending on how they break their levels, I would be looking to get in for a buy on this as well. Euro Japanese, I would be looking to get in on a buy for Euro Japanese yen. And then I would look to take advantage of that buy, at least until it got up to here. I mean, that might even take a few days, but at least till it got up to here. But that's long term. Might be holding out like a week or something, week or two. I would look more realistic. More realistically, it'd probably be about right here, where it touches. So that would be what you wait for the retest if that does happen. First point of price reduction, we'll call it right there. Stay conservative. That's 239 pips, so that could happen in a day easily. Monday, bullish market. I can see it going up at least that. That's nothing. So yeah, I could go in for a buy maybe if you want to hold it today, but I do see this market going up. I'll go back to confirm, see what happens maybe next week, and we'll go from there after I watch this replay on like Friday next week. All right. Euro GBP, Great British Pound in the house. Got the Euro dollar and the Great British Pound. What is going on? What is going on? All right. Some craziness. All right. So really rangy. Since May, it's definitely on a downtrend since May. From what it's looking like to me right here, right now. Once again, these blue lines right here, these are lines that I've placed in the past because it's been a while since I've placed any trades in Euro GBP. So those have to be at least 2 weeks old. Nah, maybe like a week old. These are, but yeah, at those prices, those are prices that I noticed it was respecting while I was trading it, and it doesn't seem to be straying too far away from there. I can see it going back. This is the 200 MA, 200 moving average right here. I can see it definitely going back as of right now. Overall, it isn't a downtrend, but I can see it touching here and then dropping down. So if it did touch here, or at least in this area, and as you can see, the 200 MA, it'd probably be acting as resistance, and all this resistance price touching right here in resistance. So I would probably look at it to go here and then try to get him for a sell. That would be a good bet. Wait till it touches the 200 MA. That way you have double confirmation. And then as long as it doesn't break out, touch the 50 MA, I would go ahead and get him for a sell. I would have my stop loss maybe a little bit above the 50 MA. Because at that point, if it goes up there, the 50 MA is probably going to come down here a little bit more. It'll be closer to, but the 200 MA just crossed over the 50 MA. As you can see, this cross right here. So there goes another confirmation. So that's 3 confirmations, and more than likely it's going to be your sell. So I mean, right there, that's all I would. I'm not gonna say that's all I would need, but all I would be waiting for is for it to touch, and then that would be like my 4th and confirmation, and I would just wait for an entry signal after that, a strong entry signal. So I would look for a price increase really quick, real strong price action, come up, hit, bam, and then the market reverses and go all the way back down to let's see where it could possibly go down to. So if it went up there, it would come back down and respect this level, because obviously this was a well-respected level in May. As you can see, price touch right here again, and that's in looks like at the beginning of April. So that's another key insight for you guys right there. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and go for a Euro GBP sell. That's what I would say. What's next? So we got the Euro and the Swiss franc. Obviously, I got some trend lines and stuff in here going, and it's definitely on the downtrend. I'm not even sure when I drew that trend line, but obviously it has been following. Normally, you want to look for triangles, so you see this pattern right here. So I have the this was acting as a support, I'm sure, at some point. But basically, I was looking for it to come up here and then shoot up. That didn't happen. It's still doing that, and it might still shoot up. I'm just saying it didn't follow the exact triangle. But right now, we are on a downtrend from what it's looking like. See if the last time it tried to go up right before this brief stint right here, it got stunted. So if I'm looking at this is my stochastic RSI indicator. So it got stunted right here, but then went down and shot up. So the bulls look like they're looking to take back the market, at least for a short amount of time. Let's see. If I had to call it, I would definitely be looking for a sell, just because since it's just looking like a sell. But I will wait. I will be real strategic about when I got in for the sell, and I would probably do the same as we did for Euro GBP. I would be looking for it to touch at least the 200 MA. That could take some time, but we got another cross right here, so that's a little bit different. The 200 MA crossed up, so I would be going in for a buy right now. Short-term buy, long-term sell. You could probably eat some pips from like right here to about right here, and then I would be looking for a sell at that point. So I would do a sell at 1.08406, which is about shit. That's almost 700 pips. So I would go in for a buy. 1, 2, 3, yeah, last 5 days. So it took what 4 or 5 days for it to get down here. It's been showing some resistance. We got some price rejection on the sell right there. So worst case scenario, it comes up here. At least you have all that to eat back down. But it looks like the bulls are trying to take back the market right now. So I would be going in for a buy on this one if you're looking to trade this tomorrow. All right. And I'll come back and see if I'm right about that. All right. Next one, Euro CAD. We got Euro AUD after that. All right. Euro CAD. What you doing, Euro CAD? Euro CAD, okay. We like smack dab in the middle of a price jump in a little bit before May. We like smack dab in the middle of what's going on right now. We got the 200 MA crossing under. I believe this is the 50 or the 100. I think it's the 100. Set that as the 100. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure green is the 100. Yeah, blue is my 50 MA. Light blue is my 50 MA. Dark blue is my 200 MA. This is my 100 MA. So moving average, 100 moving average, and looks like it respected the 200. So I would look for it to do that again, for it to retest. Then I would go in for a buy. I'm sorry, a sell. So I would look for another retest. See how many times it retests. I would probably wait for maybe 2 more retests at two different periods to go in for a sell. Maybe like around like Tuesday, Wednesday. Look for a retest of price to hit this 200 MA. But it definitely crossed over the 100. So it might be going to head down, and it is overbought right now. So that's another confirmation that I have. My stochastic RSI indicator is telling me that it's overbought. If I was to put on the MACD, to have the MACD popping, MACD, no, I don't have the MACD on. I would have to look somewhere else. Let me see. Give me 1 second. We ain't even gonna worry about it because I'm gonna stay on the screen for you guys. Let's see. So yeah, I would definitely be looking for the sell, and then I would go ahead and be looking to get out the sell around right here where all this price rejection is going on. It looks like it was building a barrier there. If we look back in time, I'm sure we can find it doing the same thing. Let's see, yeah, same thing right here, but it was playing resistance on the lower end of things. See how many times price touched right here. Same thing. So that's definitely a strong barrier period. So that's one. Actually, I didn't even see. Yeah. I would consider this the second retest. This being the first. And if you want to count this one, you could. I wouldn't count this one. But obviously there is something going on in this area to make people want to respect this price so much where they're not buying over it. So that third retest might have even been an entry signal to actually get in for the sell right now. So if it does go over this, I wouldn't be surprised if it maybe a double top project price rejection and then dropping back down all the way down here. I wouldn't be too greedy. Let's see how many pips that would be. So if it got in about right here on the retest and got out, let's call it the middle right there. So that's 381 pips right there that you can capitalize if we waited on the retest. If we got in right now, I do feel like it is going to go down, but that might not start until like Tuesday, Wednesday maybe. But yeah, that would be a nice 381 pips right there for you. So I mean that's a good trading week if you only want to place one trade. Yeah, at a nice lot size. Go ahead and eat that up. There you go. All right. We're gonna go to Euro Aud, the Aussie. Let's get it. What is the Aussie doing? Euro Aussie. Never been to Australia. It's on the list. Okay. Okay. All right. So we basically where we've been at since 2020. It's not doing too much. It had this spike right here. There's no telling what caused that. If I look back in the news article or something, which I'm not going to do, but I'm sure there's something that might have caused that for the price to jump up like that. But as of right now, it is looking like it's in the uptrend. Can't necessarily draw in any lines right now. Let's see. Probably should have marked them up for all of you guys. I'll get better at marking it up. I didn't want to complicate things too much, but looking at this, it could definitely drop back down and hit about right here. Let's see how many pips that would be. And I'm not going to say how long, but I would have to say, so that's about 500 pips right there. And I would say it would touch about right here. So I'm going to leave that there. But yeah, a little less than 500 pips. I would probably look forward to, I would get in right here. It's about 163, 900. And I will write that down because it might drop tomorrow. On Monday, it might start to drop. But it definitely does have room to go up, obviously. If that was to happen, that happened back in April 2020. So I mean, it's definitely been over a year since that happened. But if whatever happened that year, starts to happen now, we'll know around right here if it breaks this structure, if it breaks this top, this most recent high, I guess, highest high price point, which is right here. See where it touches. So if it breaks that, then maybe it might do something crazy like that. But outside of that, I would go in for a sell. I would go in for a sell. Wouldn't be too greedy. You could hold it long term and really reap the benefits all the way down here. That's a nice that's a nice chunk. But for right now, if just over like the next week's time frame, I would say that it's going to be going in for a sell and eating up right here 400 to 500 pips. All right. And so that's it for today, Queens and Kings. I appreciate you guys for tapping in. Let me know if you have any questions. Make sure you follow my Instagram trading page, Lions Wall Street, and we can go from there, Queens and Kings. I appreciate you guys. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you guys have a great trading week. I wish you the best of luck. Let's get it. Let's continue to grind. Rah.